Hello, welcome to section 4.4, which we're talking about understanding slope of a line. So what are the lecture, objectives? So you should be able to understand slope graphically, and what does it mean? What does rise over run mean? What is the slope of a horizontal line or a vertical line? How to find the slope algebraically using the slope formula, how to graph a line using a point and a slope. Okay, so first of all, let's look at these things called geoboards. This is just a picture of one. I mean, if we were in class, we could probably get some and play with rubber bands and stuff like that. But basically what it is, what we're going to define what a slope of a line is. Okay, so graphically speaking, it's the rise of the line over the run of the line. So how far up it goes or down it goes, and how far over to the right or to the left. Okay, so like in this case here, you start... you start here. So we start at this point here, and we're basically saying, okay, how far up does it go? So how many spaces does it go either up or down? So here it goes positive 2 spaces, and then it goes over 4 spaces positive in the positive direction. So here we have, positive, oh, sorry, this is 1, 2, 3 spaces. I don't know why I wrote 4, sorry. 3 spaces, just kidding. Yes, because it goes 1, 2, 3. That's 3 spaces. I think I just counted. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so slope is rise over run. So how far up and how far over. So here it goes up 2 and then to the right 3 to get to the next point on the line, right? Or just another point on the line. So because it goes up and over, it's positive. So the slope is 2/3. Okay, so this is a ratio describing how far up or down and to the right or to the left. Okay, so let's do a couple more. So here's the slope. You can start here and end here. So we can count, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces in the positive direction, right, up. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, so 3 spaces in the positive direction. So the slope for this line, remember, it's rise over run. So how far up and over? So it goes up 4 and then to the right 3. So that's positive 4 over 3. Okay, so let's do this next one. So starting from here, we go up 1 space. So up 1. And then it goes to the right 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Okay, so the slope is going to be 1 over 4, but they're both positive because it's up and to the right. So the slope is 1/4. Okay, let's do another one. How about this one here? So here we're going from the leftmost point to the rightmost point. So this is the point on the left. But to get to this one, we need to go down 2 spaces here to make a right triangle. So you go down 2 spaces. Then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right. So the slope is going to go down 2 and to the right 3 graphically. Well, down is a negative direction, so we're going to say negative 2 over 3. So that's just it, negative 2/3. That's the slope of this line. Now notice about these lines. What can you tell? This one's a positive. M is positive 3/4. It goes up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 4. M here goes down 1 and over 3. So this graph is going this way, and this one is going downwards, looking from left to right. So that brings us to the next point, positive and negative slopes. So positive is when it's increasing, meaning that it's going up and to the right, and negative, the line is going downward. So think of like going up a hill, going down a hill. So positive is going up and negative is going down. So we can sketch a right triangle. So how is one way to find the slope from its graph? We locate 2 points whose coordinates are integers. What does that mean? So if you have 2 points, that means that its coordinate goes exactly on, the intersection of 2 integers, okay? So then we start with the point on the left. We sketch a right triangle going from the first to the second, and we count the rise on the run, and then we use this ratio, rise over run, okay? So let's say here, find the slope of this line, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, we're going to pick 2 points where it goes directly in the corner, right? So here is one of them, not here, not here, not here, not here, all the way here. Yes, here's another one. Okay, so we have 2 points. So going from the left one, that's this one, we're going to draw a right triangle, right? And we're going to count how many up and how many to the right. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 till we're, alongside the point that we're getting at. So this is up 4. Then I'm going to go from here. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to the right 5. So my slope is rise over run. So it's up 4 and to the right 5. So that means that it's positive 4 over positive 5. So it's 4/5. And which makes sense because it's a positive. It's going this way. It's going up and over, right? The line is like that. Okay. Let's do a couple more. So let's say here, where is a cross point that we could use? We could use this point here, -5, +1. And we could use, let's see, where else? Here in the corner, right? So which is just the y-intercept 3, 0, 3. Okay, so we're going to draw the triangle. So it's going to go up 2 spaces. Okay, so this one up 2, and then to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to the right, 5. So the slope is 2/5. Okay, that's for this one. How about here? Going from left to right, here's a point. Let's see, not here, not here, not here. Here is good. So now we have, where the line intersects exactly in the corner of the grid. So we're going to go draw a right triangle. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces up. And then starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the right. So our slope will be 3/4. Okay, let's do some more slope examples. We can't get enough of these. Here on the leftmost, here's a point going through where the coordinates are integers. And then here is the next one, like right here. Okay, so then from here, I have to create, here's my right triangle. So I go down 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and I go to the right 1, 2, 3. So my slope is down 4 and to the right 3. So that's -4/3. Okay. How about here? And also we know it's negative because the way that it's behaving. So here's a point. And where's another good point for us to use? Yeah, here's another one. So let's go ahead and count here. So we have 1, 2, 3. Down 3, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the right 5. So your slope is down 3 and to the right 5, so that's -3/5. Okay, that's the slope. All right, we can go here now where we talk about the slope of horizontal and vertical lines. Remember that the horizontal line here, the y coordinates are all the same. The horizontal line here is an example. This is y is equal to 4. If I wanted to talk about a vertical line, no, first we're talking about horizontal line. So horizontal line, the slope of a horizontal line, okay? And then remember, we know that vertical goes up and down, horizontal goes left to right. Okay, the slope is 0. Why? So think about it this way. So slope is rise over run, right? So if I start here, I'm not going to go up anywhere to create. The only way I can connect is here. So I run, between these 2 points, but it's going to be, I did not go up because it's horizontal. There's no growth. It doesn't go up or down. So it's 0 over some number. It could be any number, right? But it doesn't matter because 0 divided by anything is just 0. So slope of a horizontal line is 0. Okay. How about vertical lines? Let's think about that. So if I go from here, I have rise, I went up 2, but there's no run. So no side to side movement, right? So to get from one point to the other. So that kind of leads us to what? Can you divide by 0? So remember, slope is rise over run. And here there's some rise, some number, but there's no run, 0. So that means it's undefined. Because we can't divide by 0, so that's algebraically speaking, we can't. So we say that the slope of a vertical line is undefined. Okay, so just to recap, okay, if you see a line going from bottom left to upper right, that's positive slope. If it's going like it's downhill, reading from left to right, it's a negative slope. If it does not go up or down, just goes sideways, that's 0 slope. And then this is vertical line, undefined slope. All right, now algebraic. Let's talk about the formula for the slope between 2 points. The slope is basically change in y over the change of x. So if you have 2 points and their names could be, you know, x sub 1 at y sub 1 and x sub 2, y sub 2, that just means that you have 2 of them, okay? We're just taking the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's and make sure we're going in the right direction. So let's see here. So here's the slope formula. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now this is a good way to calculate this. When you have 2 points and they tell you find the slope, just label one x1, y1, label the next one x2, y2. So it's like first point, second point. So then you just use your formula and plug in stuff. So m is, so difference of the y's, 5 minus 2, over difference of the x's, 4 minus 1. Okay, so that's just 3 over 3, so your slope is 1. Now, people usually ask the question, well, why did I have to put 4, 5 first? Couldn't I use the other one? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You could have done it the other direction. You could have let 1, comma 2 be y2, x2, y2, and, you know, the other point be the sub 1. It doesn't matter because you'll still get to the same answer. And you can try it on your own if you don't believe me. Okay, so let's do the next problem here. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. We're labeling them. We have our slope equation. Slope is equal to Y2, which is equal to 3 minus 5, which is, so Y2 minus 5, right? 3 minus 5 over X2, 6 minus X1, which is 8. Okay, so that's negative 2 over negative 2, which is just 1 also. Okay. Now, what if you had a slope? We've learned a lot about slope today. But if you can graph a line using a given point and the slope by just starting at that given point and then using the slope formula to find the rise and the run, and then count the rise and run to make the second point, and then we connect with the line. So let's do an example. Graph the line passing through point 1, negative 1, whose slope is 3/4. So what that means is we have here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're just arbitrary. I'm just going to do 5 in each direction. Okay, so we have my x-axis, my y-axis. Okay, fine. So we're going to start at point 1, negative 1. Remember, this is x and this is y. So 1, negative 1 is here. Okay, so that's the point 1, comma, negative 1. And now it says here, use the slope is 3/4. So if the slope is 3/4, what does that mean? That means it goes up positive direction 3 and to the right 4, okay? Starting from here. So you would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would go to the right. So this would be up 3. This would be up 3. I went too far. Up 3. Let me redraw this. So it would go up 1, 2, 3, and then to the right 4. So then starting from here, it would go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, okay? So up 3 and to the right 4, and that's my second point. And then that would be your line. You can go ahead and graph that. Okay. So that is the line passing through 1, comma, negative 1, who has the slope positive 3/4. Let's do one more example. Graph the line with y-intercept 4 and slope negative 5/2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Here, okay. Here we go. So the y-intercept is 4. So where it crosses the y-axis is here at 0, 4. So that's the first part. Okay, check, we did that. Now we're going to do slope negative 5/2. Now, some people ask the question, well, can I put the negative with the top, or or can I put it towards the bottom, or what is it? And the answer to that is both work. So it's like, what? Crazy, right? Mind explosion. So let's just choose this one. So you can choose whichever one you want, depending on where your other point is. So in this case here, it's negative 5/2. So that's starting from the y-intercept. I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go 5 in the negative direction. And then I'm going to go to the positive direction 2. So 2. And that's going to be my second point right here. And I'm going to draw a line between these two. And that's it. Okay, and oh, excuse me, that's it for 4.4. So your exercise, excuse me, 211 to 277 odd or every other odd. Good luck, and I will see you in the next video.